You can't stay the same. You can't stay the same. No, you can't stay the same. What's really in your heart? Let's talk about change. You can't stay the same. No, you can't stay the same. T with T and N. Let us take you by the hand. Conversation, healing. Let's have a change of heart. Let's talk about change. Yeah, let's talk about change. You won't be. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you wanna change? You can't stay the same. You can't stay the same. No, you can't stay the same. What's really in your heart? Let's talk about change. You can't stay the same. No, you can't stay the same. T with T and N. Let us take you by the hand. Conversation, healing. Let's have a change of heart. Let's talk about change. Yeah, let's talk about change. You won't be the same. Let's talk about change. Yeah, let's talk about change.
Hey y'all.
Hey everyone.
How
you
y'all
doing tonight?
We missed you guys. Say hi when you come in so we know who's here. We missed. It's been a while, right? Comments. All right. It should be good. How y'all doing on this Saturday? We hope everyone is having a great day. I'm trying to be able to see things on here.
Where's everyone tonight? We have a good topic. The acceptance syndrome.
Okay. So as we always say, we like you guys to chime in. We like talking with you, engaging with you, learning from your experiences, and also getting your ideas and, your perceptions on everything that we talk about, okay? So as she stated, our topic tonight is acceptance syndrome.
Yes.
All right.
The acceptance syndrome. I don't want to get tongue-tied. So let's start tonight. I think we have a really good topic. So do not hesitate to chime in. So, of course, when you're thinking about the word acceptance, most people automatically will get this title. But acceptance is being received as adequate or suitable, being affirmed and confirmed. That's what acceptance means. Syndrome is a condition characterized by a set of associate symptoms. Okay. So again, syndrome is a condition that is characteristic by a set of associate.
Characteristic.
It's a condition.
Okay. I'm listening.
With
just trying.
Several characteristics associated with a set of symptoms. So for example, I need to give an example.
Yeah, you can get it.
If you have a headache, there are several things that's associated with a headache. Right?
I'm listening. You keep looking at me. I'm trying to make sure this is what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make sure that we're on our different pages, that we'll be able to read you guys' comments, because I know that was a problem.
Yes,
that we're not able to read, your comments. I'm going live on my page. She's going live on her page, and then she also going live from her main page, Change Your Heart. So I'm just making sure that we're able to see comments on all three platforms. Okay.
Hey, LaFrancia, how you doing? We see you tonight.
Go ahead.
So the title is acceptance syndrome. I added the word the, but of course the word the is not in the title, but it is the acceptance syndrome. Okay, again, acceptance means being received, accepted as adequate or suitable, being affirmed. Syndrome is a condition characteristic by a set of associated symptoms. Okay, so we're going to talk about the acceptance syndrome. So let's start off with this question. Have you ever, or have you experienced a person, or have you ever been around a person who always try to be there for other people or for others, but you can never, or they can never find time for themselves? So in other words, they have all this time to help someone else, to support someone else, to be there for someone else, but they never find the time to help themselves, to be there for themselves, and to help support themselves. Meaning all their time is occupied with someone else, but they never find the time to do anything for themselves.
Absolutely. I have been that person, and I know a few.
I know.
What about you?
Yes, I know a few people, and I think I experienced that one time personally myself. So people who are confident in assisting and supporting others, but lack confidence to get started on their own goals or aspirations.
That's deep.
Okay.
Hey, y'all, say hi so we know who's watching. Chime in too. Okay. Are you that person? Have you been that person? Do you know some people like that?
Come on, you guys. I see a few people on. Say hi to us tonight. We missed you guys. So again, have you ever, or are you, or can you think of someone who always have time for someone else, always helping that person, supporting other people, always doing things for other people, but they don't have time to do anything for themselves? Or they have confidence in supporting and doing things for other people, but they never get anything done for themselves. And they lack confidence to get started on their own goals and aspirations. This is what Candace calls what?
I always say you can pinch other people's tents, but you don't pinch your own tent. You only have a tent. You only know what place your tent at.
When you say that, I see this person carrying this big old bag full of a tent, and the person is behind them. They carrying it, and they getting ready to put the tent up for the person. They stake it in the ground. They tie the tent to the poles for the person, and the person ain't doing nothing, but they doing all the work. But then when it's time to build a tent,
this is true. But you said something. I think I won't necessarily say the tent that you pinching, that individual is not doing anything. I think they just have the vision, right? They have the map. They have the blueprint.
Right.
How about that?
Right.
And you going off that blueprint and you're putting in work,
right,
which is always good. So I'm not necessarily going to say that tent that you're pitching, they're not doing anything. Okay. But what you guys say so. Have you, or do you think you have an acceptance syndrome? Like I stated, it was me.
Tony said, I got time for that. Oh, acceptance. I got time for that. And then LaFrancia said, hey, I got a headache. Keep talking.
So my terminology, like she stated, that you're always willing to pitch, there we go, other individuals' tent, but a little hesitant on pinching your own.
Hi, Myra.
Okay,
we got people in.
Hey, y'all. So comment so we can include y'all. You know, we love talking with you guys. We missed you.
Yes.
I have been talking to her. She has been talking to me, but we love when you guys join in and chime in, okay?
Yes.
So topic again, the acceptance syndrome.
Yes.
So
okay. So this is what I want to talk. Candace term that is a person that's always helping somebody else, always there to support someone else, but don't have time to do or to pursue their own aspirations or their own dreams. She calls that pitching somebody else's tent.
Got it.
So when you usually do this,
Make sure you pay attention to your comments.
okay,
Thanks, bro.
okay, all right. When you do this, hey Myra, we did speak to Myra. Okay, when you do this, you usually never get recognized. When you helping somebody else, a lot of times you should not even hold your breath, because sometimes you're not going to get recognized or affirmed or appreciated when you're doing these things for other people.
And I think that's good, because you probably get a little recognition, but it's not enough for you, or you always looking and seeking more, right?
Right.
So I don't think you would ever get enough to your liking. I'm just gonna say.
Or you might not never get it at all.
That's true too.
Nobody might
Or
not
maybe
never.
the way that you deem that you should get it, right?
Right. I mean, you, like I said before, you might as well hold your breath, or don't hold your breath, because you'll die first.
Please don't
before
die.
somebody
Don't die before your time.
somebody tell you, "Oh man, I really appreciate you,"
Yeah.
or "Hey, you do an awesome job, and I'm so glad you came my way." And I mean, you're my biggest supporter. I doubt that you get that as much as you think you're gonna get. Okay.
Yeah.
So me and Miss Candace, of course, we always have our experiences.
Yes.
So we have some experiences for you. And those of you that are here with us tonight, give us your experience of this particular topic that we're talking about. So you can either be the one that has that always looking for acceptance, or you could be the one that know a friend that's always looking for acceptance, or someone. So there's always somebody in your life that is that you can, or something that's going on in your life that you can identify with. So okay, come on, Miss Can.
So an experience. So you may not know, I engage in extracurricular activities such as singing with different type of groups and such. So to me, that is assisting. They have a dream, they have a vision, and my gift can help push that along, right? What you laughing at?
I'm laughing at my comments, our viewers here.
So
I'll finish. Wait till you finish.
That's my experience, right? And in times, you're pouring, you're going, you're available. It does take something out of you, right? It takes your time, it takes commitment for you to be a part of those things,
right,
and which eliminate a little bit time for yourself,
right,
and also some things that you should be working on. You're slacking just a few, because if you're putting that same energy, right, or if you have that time alluded to put in yourself, then it can be kind of uneven. So that's my experience.
That's true. Let me read what a comment. Sometimes it leads to being used and milked by those who may have a set goal or vision.
That's good. That's true.
And this friend said, "Yep."
That's true. Now go ahead, Tanya, your experience.
Okay, this is my experience. There have been a number of years where I have totally yielded myself my loyalty, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. What you see? So that's what I thought. That was a fly. No, there was something in my eye. Okay. Well, I have been several years to being loyal to a certain entity.
Yes.
Okay. Entity. And I have found, I can count on my one hand how many times that I've been congratulated, thanked, shown a little bit of appreciation, recognition. And I realized that too, there's a lot of different variations to that. I mean, sometimes you could be loyal and thinking you're being loyal to man, but you're actually trying to be loyal to something else. Yeah. And then a lot of people say, well, if you're loyal to God, and you don't have to worry about trying to get recognition stuff. But we are human beings.
This is true.
And every once in a while, it is good. It does something to you to be say, I appreciate you.
This is true. And we in the day and age that affirmations go a long way, right?
Yeah.
Because this day and age, people are not paying for you to be part of their pitching of their tent, right? So muster up something. Give us a word of appreciation.
Give us some.
Give me an award, a gold plaque or something.
Listen.
I'm being funny, but I'm being serious. Like,
Give
we know
us-
people are not getting paid to do things.
Right. Especially if you're not going to pay.
You're doing a lot of shaking. Get
Listen.
you shaking.
Listen.
So,
It's okay to be thanked.
So what do you guys
okay,
experience?
They said, okay, let me read what's
Your laugh jumping.
They say they see that you want to be accepted and validated, so they put your your blankety blank to work.
Yeah.
Okay. And then who is this? And then Fran said, yeah, speak about it, Tanya.
Mm-hmm.
Speak about it.
This is true.
So I'm not trying to come against,
No.
you being loyal and working out of duty and obligation, but I'm just still saying,
yeah,
it's just good for somebody to say, you know what, I really appreciate you.
this is true.
Or
even, I don't know if we're moving too fast, but even state what they're seeing your gift is that you're bringing to them. And not speaking, and speaking some life into you and saying, oh, I think you should be doing this, or have you thought about doing this for you?
Right. Because sometimes it's nothing wrong with a sacrifice. You be sacrificing your time and trying to help. But when you going to take time for you? When you going to, when are you going to do some things that you want to do?
This is true.
We're going to talk about that.
So do you guys want to share your experience? It's okay. It's a safe place.
Yeah, we ain't gonna tell nobody except everybody on Facebook. Okay, being human requires some affirmation, but when do you stop requiring so much?
Oh, of affirmations?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. When do you require so much?
I think we got an answer for that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think if you're emotionally healthy, you're not going to need a lot.
This is true.
I mean,
and then I think too, if you doing your own thing, you don't need a lot of affirmations, right? That's not the only thing you're seeking fulfillment from, because you're doing something else, if that makes sense. But I think if you're healthy, then your soul and your heart is not wounded that it needs that all the time.
Oh yeah. Okay, we talking about that, because somebody that always needs that is a person that always needs validation. Mm-hmm. And the root of validation and the root of always wanting to be accepted is
rejection.
Rejection. You're dealing with rejection.
Everybody got a little hint of.
Yeah. But then some people got a lot of it.
But hey, that's your business. That's your business. That is your business.
Yeah. So what do people do when to be accepted? What do people do?
I think always make themselves available.
So what are their behaviors?
Their behaviors always available. Are always yes'ems. What else?
Emotional help.
That's all I can muster up. You always a yes'em and you're always available. I think that's the two there.
One word that's never very seldom in your vocabulary is the word no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You do not feel good in saying no.
This is true.
You got a comment about that?
Oh, of saying no? Oh, I'm learning how to say no, because I had to self-evaluate and understand that Candace is not 15 anymore. I am still young and beautiful. No, I'm still young, but that I got it. I can be there. I can do this. That's dwindling down, right? Because I always look at life as progression. So I don't think I will ever be at a place that I'm not doing things or, have other obligations and such. So I had to learn how to say no. And what was so difficult for me saying no is that I had to give an explanation. So that was my problem, because I never like to share what I have going on.
Yeah.
Why? Because I don't like that woe is me, or
Hi, Catherine.
you know, or
It's good to see you tonight.
I have too much going on and I can't handle it. So that's a form of problem, right? So I'm working through that now I'm saying no and I'm providing an explanation.
Yeah.
And I'm allowing that individual to accept it, to don't accept it, but I put it out there.
And sometimes when you say no to people that you have been always supporting and always there for them,
it's true.
They sometimes can get an attitude with you and
it's
not
going
to like your no.
And they can question your loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
They can question, are they really being serious? You know, are they really busy or they just don't want to be here? But then sometimes you got to get to the point that's a personal problem, because that person must have some rejection or got some issues going on themselves. All right. So like I state, sometimes you have to know. I say my no and I'm okay with my no, to the point that however that person deals with it, that's their business.
That's them.
You got to get to that place. It ain't easy.
Nope.
But I'm sure you're going to work on it.
So Fran said, a wounded soul rejection. That's true. Come on, speak on it. Too much availability, always ready to say yes. I said hi to Catherine. Learning to say no. Also, that's freedom. Feels great to say no sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They start tripping. Yes, they
do.
Yeah.
But then you gotta realize too, what helped me is when I start saying no and people are not okay with it, it made me do some thinking. Why am I doing this then? Did my availability for however amount of time, that wasn't enough to show that I am for you? I do believe in your vision and your dream, and I was there to assist and help, but now I need to pull away just a tinge. I'm not saying I'm leaving, but don't that make you think like, you've been serving and assisting this individual, and now they're questioning your loyalty?
I think what's going on is that some people, they recognize your abilities, and so what they do, they'll never pour into you or never say, "Hey, you're doing this for me, but you are very gifted and talented in this area. Why don't you go ahead and do this and start this for yourself?" Now, a person that really care about you and care about you as a person, they're not going to be afraid to let you go and start your own.
That's true.
But somebody that is afraid, they're gonna say, "No, you tripping," and they're gonna start talking about you and making you feel bad and all that old kind of stuff.
I think it could be a little bit of both too, though, because you need to stop doing that. You got red.
What?
Look in get you. Gotta help her out. You keep going like this, so you move your lips. Gotta make sure you're beautiful. All right. So I think it can be a little bit of both, because you do have some individuals who do speak life and can confirm some things in you, or your dream and your passions, but they don't want to encourage you to the point that you venture off,
right? And
you're saying no more often, that you're not able to assist and help at the same capacity as you was doing before.
Yeah.
So I think it can be both.
But when you fail to see that you have dreams and aspirations, and what you're doing for someone else, you can also do for yourself. You are void and have this need of acceptance. You are determined that the only way you're going to get accepted and confirmed is through always supporting, always being there for someone else, but you can't be there for yourself. Okay. So a lot of times people that have this need have an identity problem.
That's good.
They don't know who they are
without being connected to
somebody else.
That's deep.
The person gives them identity. The thing they do gives them identity. They have an identity. They don't know who they are. So they always want to cling on, attach, help, support, because they don't know. And they also have fear that if they leave, they won't have that affirmation and that identity attachment for their own. You know what I'm saying? Some people still trying to find out who they are.
That's good.
Because identity gives you respect. And then respect gives you belonging, evaluation, status, friendship.
Mhm.
So if I know who I am and I let you know who I am, I get that respect, and then I get that friendship. I get that camaraderie. I belong now. You
Mhm.
see what I'm saying? But some people don't have and know who they are.
This is true. But then too, I have to look at it at another view as well. It is. You could be help pitching a tent, but then you still experiencing rejection because the way you pinching it is not good enough. Have you ever realized that too? So then you get beat on, and then you get a little unsure of your gifts and such, and your passions and what you're doing, because they're not being recognized, and or it's always some form of correction given to you.
Yeah.
Or what you're doing could not probably be your vein. Maybe you shouldn't be doing that.
Maybe you shouldn't, but you won't take time to try to
figure
find
it
out. You and one of the reasons being, we're gonna talk about that. Let me read some of my comments.
Sure.
Spirit of Saul. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You want to share? Type
The
a little
spirit-
something about the
Yeah,
Saul.
come on and preach to us. Talk to us about the spirit of Saul. Fran said, come on, speak, y'all. Gonna make me shout on here. Go ahead and shout. Catherine said, yeah, and pass them up. Pass them up. Growth is everything. Yes. Yes. Catherine says, preach. Wow, identity crisis. This is so true.
Mhm.
Hey, Donna, say hi to us tonight. Chime in. So yeah, most people have an identity crisis.
Mhm.
Because if I'm supporting you all the time,
Mhm.
after a while, after you be pouring back at me, I should find out and know what I want to do, who I am, where I'm going. A lot of times it's good. A lot of times you don't know going in, but when you finish,
Yeah.
when you finish, you know when your time is up, because then it's time to move on, because now you got some indication as to what you should be doing.
This is true. I think it's laziness too.
Mm.
I think that's a form of laziness.
Mm.
Because it's always easy to help, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if she has her blueprint and her dream and her vision, I can just easily connect with her, and she gonna give me what to do, right? The rules is already laid out, the expectations, the plan. When I venture off and do my own thing, I gotta figure that out, right? I have to know where to start. I have to endure the process. I have to endure the failure or the winning or whatever. So it's so much easier to stay connected with someone rather than going off and do my own.
Right.
Because that's a spirit of laziness.
Right. Right. And a lot of people too, I mean, a lot of people start pitching, I'm using your term, pitching somebody else's tent because they're insecure. It's insecurity. A man of God preached this at a Sunday service I was at. Insecurity is an assassination on a person's call. It actually kills a person's call. Why? Because when you're insecure, you don't do anything. You're afraid to move out. You're afraid to start and forget about finishing.
Yeah.
It's almost like having a spirit of fear. And we talked about
the
spirit of fear.
That. Yeah.
I mean, all those things hold you captive.
Yeah.
And you know it's happening in your life. And you make excuses. Well, I ain't gonna do it this time. I'll wait till next year.
I'm gonna wait. I'm still trying to figure it out.
I'm still trying to figure this out.
And years just passed.
Years have passed. You ain't did a doggone thing. You done took all these notes, got all your goals and aspirations written down, and you ain't started.
You did that poster board. What is it? The thing that's really popular. Y'all did the vision board.
The vision board. and you ain't started nothing on the vision.
Dusty is 2005. We going into 2020. We're just joking, but we're serious.
Yeah.
So I think too. What did we say?
We said
what to do.
What to do to feel accepted?
Yeah.
What are some things that you can do? So we talked about what people usually do. So we want to try. We always try to give you some things that we've used and we've recognized, and some tips. So here's some tips. I want to read some of these people's comments first. Explain laziness. Oh wow, she said explain laziness.
Explain laziness.
Yeah. And Donna says, say that thing, insecurities. And oh Lord, enduring the process, no more laziness.
Yeah,
Amen.
yeah.
So she wants you to explain that sometimes it's being late. No, you didn't explain it. She said sometimes it's just plain old being lazy.
I think I did elaborate.
Not doing something that you want to do.
I think I did.
Oh.
So you don't want to sit down, take time to self-evaluate, figure out a plan. Oh, hey, Quella. And figure out what you want to do. That is a form of laziness. You don't want to put the work in.
That's what, yeah, you don't want to put the time and the work in, but you work hard for somebody else.
This is true. Till you're burnt out, until you're tired, and you're so tired and so drained that you can't do nothing on your own.
You can't work. You put all this effort in somebody else's vision and somebody else dream, and then you have nothing left to put into your own.
Yeah.
That means you have stayed beyond your time.
We can say that, but we're not saying that it's not healthy to help other people.
No, we're not
you
saying
can
that.
help pinch tent.
But how long?
But where you sleeping at? When you leave that tent, where
you so tired you don't have time to go put your own tent up. You go sleep on the cold ground.
You don't even got to look what them things is to put in the ground.
The stove.
We should have did some research on tent. You ain't even got the tool.
You don't even have all your equipment to
left
put yours
over there
up.
because it ain't yours.
And they ain't gonna let you come in there in their tent.
Oh Lord, what you doing? But we're gonna always get disclaimers. We're not saying everyone is an entrepreneur. We're not saying that. We're not saying everyone should be going to school and getting a degree. We ain't saying all that. We're not saying everybody should go build their own church and ministry. All we saying is you should be doing something. My thing be, we were taught your home, right?
Right.
So if you're putting 24 hours over here, is your home life failing? Are you putting the same energy in your home life? That's the tent you should be pinching.
That's right.
So we're not saying that it has to be
like
some
you
business.
Saying pinching. Is
Pitching.
Pitch or pinch?
Pinch is dead.
I know, but it sounds like pinch. That's how you sound like you saying pinch.
Y'all know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's what we're saying. Okay.
Okay. So this is really good. Quella said I'm late, but hey. Donna said you first have to accept yourself, right? And then Paul said the quality of being unwilling to work or use energy is idleness.
That's good.
You just said it. Wow. So drained that I can't put my tent up. Lord have mercy. And then Kathy said,
That's
KK. I call working for somebody else is or dream robot behavior. Everybody can't be a leader. Oh, that is so good, KK.
But you know what? That's real good. That's real good. And we're not saying that because I know everybody, it's always this saying that say that you should not always want to work for the man.
Right.
We're not saying that. But you can get so comfortable in a position and even at a location in a place that you're scared to move out because you feel so connected with this business. But what if you're supposed to go to another agency or what if you're supposed to move up but you're holding yourself to a low regard that you don't even want to go apply for a position that you may be able to excel in within that agency. So all we're saying is if we was talking about this too, this might be another topic, but if life is always progressing, right? Why are you not progressing in everything that you do?
Right. Exactly.
Everything should be progressing. The world progresses. Technology progresses. Everything always improves itself. So why you feel that you should not improve?
Right. I mean, and again, it's not that you got to do the same thing I'm doing in order for you to feel like you're accomplishing your goal.
No.
Everybody, you're right, KK. Everybody's not going to be a leader.
No.
But there are some things that you have inspired to do. But if it's not something, but just learn to cook.
Yeah. But I think everyone have leadership qualities. I'm going to say
just
that
in a different kind of way.
If I glean to her and I look at her as my leader, right? I'm getting that information from her. So I'll be able to, whoever I'm connected to or whoever trusts me with what I have to say, I'm able to share that knowledge with them. So in a sense, yes, I am leading. You get what I'm saying? I'm not, we're not saying as far as a title, but I think everyone had leadership qualities. But yes, you must follow before you're able to lead.
That's right.
All right.
Hey, cuz, love you, Jewel. Quella said, yes. Hey, there you are, buddy. Yeah. Hey, man. Okay. Time evaluate if you're not progressing. Yes. We said that it's time. And we haven't gotten to that. So let's talk about some of our tips. So when what do you do to feel accepted or to accept yourself? First, you need to do some self-evaluation.
Yes.
The first person that know about you is you.
You.
I mean, you can go to somebody and say, hey, I'm dealing with this. What do you think? But the first person that really knows you is you. You need to evaluate yourself and determine why you always helping somebody else. You put 24/7 effort into somebody else, and then you don't do anything for yourself.
Yes.
Question yourself. Find out why. Try to get to the root of it. I said that a person that always want to be accepted, they're having an identity crisis. They don't know who they are. And they also need that affirmation. They dealing with some type of rejection. It's a lot of little things. It's a syndrome of things. Right. Some laziness. And you feel like that you're gonna be somebody when you hook up with somebody that's doing something. But you could do something. There's something that you could do. It might not be as good or my ass if we compare. We don't want to compare, but there's some things that you have to do and you need to do them. So you need to do some self-evaluation. I'm talking fast.
And then you must love yourself.
Yes.
Love
that's
yourself.
The problem. That's the problem.
Love you. You're capable of doing something.
We don't care too much about ourselves sometimes.
Yeah. Love on you. Love on you.
Yeah. It falls into a comfort zone. Yeah, we fall into a comfort zone. Yes, I agree. There are some leadership in everyone. Jill said it's all about self-love. If you don't have self-love, then you're lacking. And a lot of people don't even know what self-love is. What do I say about self-love? Self-love is the root of it. The main point of self-love is just accepting yourself unconditionally.
Yeah. Imperfections, perfections,
everything. Just accepting yourself unconditionally, meaning you don't have to do anything special. You don't have to be anyone spectacular. Just you're already spectacular. Just love yourself. That's what unconditional love is. You accept the way you look. You accept the way you feel. You accept, you just doing your best, living your best. You look gorgeous, you fine, you handsome, you just all that and then some. So you just got to love yourself. And when you start doing that, then you're able to tap in to why it's difficult to say no.
Yeah. And then too, since we were battling back with spirituality in the show, we like to just give a plain thing. We want to reach all our viewers. But I think too, you need to take the time to know who you are. Like she said, self-love. What are some things that was confirmed? What did God tell you are? Did he speak some things into you? And at the end of the day, that's the only yes and confirmation you need.
Yes.
And words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Then you won't seek that from other individuals. Then you'll be able to know what you should be doing. Take time to figure out what Candace need to do.
Yeah.
What I should be doing.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody said I need to love. Fran said I need to love myself more. Transparency. Yeah, I mean, we all can love ourselves some more, but when you have started, because you understand that when you say no, you're actually giving some balance to your life. If all the time you're always saying yes, 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 and you're not saying no to anything because you are just as important, your family, your work life, your home life, your church life, your fun and leisure life is just as important as that thing you're saying yes to all the time. We're supposed to have balance in our life.
Absolutely.
And if you have a problem saying no to get that balance, then there's something wrong with you. You the problem.
You the problem.
So it ain't difficult. And then being honest about it, we all got problems. I got problems. She got problems.
We keep saying every topic we give is not because we talk about nobody else. We have experienced this or we experienced it and we're trying to figure it out. So we're trying to help. Right. So like I stated, I listen, we live in this. All right.
Okay.
And then why is it, did you say that? Why is it so difficult to say no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I told you, my reasoning that I did not like to say no, because I had this sense that I can handle it all. My plate is not too big, or those were my yeses. So I need to figure it out and deal with everything that I have said yes to and that I committed to.
Yeah.
But in reality, come on, y'all.
Yeah.
I had to realize my job life is a lot. Going to school is a lot. I'm still somebody parent and daughter and all that stuff. So you have to learn how to balance.
Yeah.
And I had to learn how to say no and be okay with that.
KK says it's hard to love yourself with society, especially as a Black woman. And then Koala said, that's good. I believe people don't take leadership roles with the way that people will say or how people will perceive them.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah. But I think everyone has a bit of leadership. Man.
Absolutely.
You have to be a leader to lead your home. You have to be a leader to run and take care of your finances and do some of the things that maybe another person wouldn't do for yourself. So yeah. That's good.
And then also bring balance to your life.
Yeah.
So when you start saying no, or you're figuring out your plate, then you'll be able to say, okay, I can devote an hour to this.
Yeah.
I can devote 2 hours to this. You got to find some balancing.
Yeah.
And then I have learned too, it's not always good to be busy, because then you get tired.
Yeah.
Then what time you have for yourself?
Hey, Tracy. Hey, Teresa.
You have anything on bring balance?
Bring balance to your life mean you need to figure out which things are important and what things. So when I'm talking about bring balance to your life, there are some things internally that you need to accomplish and get done. And then there's some things externally outside of yourself that you have already made obligations and, you've already decided you're going to do. When you don't have balance in your life, that means things that internally gets put on the back burner. And before you know it, 2 or 3 years have passed and you have not accomplished anything that externally. But you have supported, you've been there and you've done everything externally. Do you think there's something wrong with that?
Okay.
I mean, God is going to bless, I'm getting spiritual. God is going to bless your effort because the scripture says that, right? But also, do you think God is looking at the things that you have not done that he told you to do? And sometimes we think because we're supporting and we're there, that is God. But but on the other hand, what about the things that he's told you to do, which is God, but you ain't did those?
That's good. That's good. So take time, you guys, and figure out how to balance.
Hey, Terry.
Figure how to balance.
Yes. That's all we really got.
Yeah.
We talked about the fear of failure. Let's talk about that a little bit. The fear of failure. A lot of times we want to do things that we supposed to do, that God wants us to accomplish, but we're very fearful. You want to talk about that? Now,
we did have a topic. We did do a show on failure, right? We stated that failure is not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Failure is not a bad thing. Only it's a bad thing if you don't deal with it properly. I should say that. Because you can experience failure and you can become idle and not pursue that thing again. You can experience hope deferred. You can experience fear from that thing, whatever it is that you failed at. That's a negative reaction to failure.
Right.
Me and hopefully everybody else use failure as a teaching, that now you have a better understanding on how not to do that thing, right? Or you learn throughout the way, maybe if I implemented this, like go back and reevaluate where did you do wrong in what area, and then that's a teaching ground. Failure is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's actually an advantage.
It is. Because when you fail over and over, you always learn, right? And you get better at it as you do it, right? But if that fear to fail keeps you from not even trying, then that fear has entrapped you and you need to find a way to break free.
But you're beginning that thing again is actually a win. Yeah. So failure is not a bad thing.
It's not.
It's a victory.
Terry said obedience is key. Right. When God tells you to do something, you need to be obedient to those things.
With spirituality and natural on this show. Come on.
I tell you, a failure makes perfect. Yes, it does. Yeah, really, really good balance. So here's another tip. You got to find out if there's an expiration date on your support or your help. When do your dreams and your goals start? So when is the expiration date, and then when do you start doing what your goals and aspirations? When do they start?
That's a tricky question.
Is there an expiration?
Because we had talked about this before too. If you don't use those opportunities of you pitching tents as a learning experience and not just out of a duty or whatever, then you're missing out on your training. So your expiration date probably would never come because you're not taking in what you're learning. You're not learning and gleaning from a perspective that, oh, let me see, maybe this is something I can do on my own, which I hope that's the reason. Y'all shouldn't be pitching tents, and that ain't, I had to think back. I'm gonna say it. You shouldn't be pitching tents and that don't align with nothing that you do or your passion or your love or nothing that you should be doing. I just think you should be pitching tents like that. So I'm gonna say it again. If you're pitching a tent, that's something you should be learning, getting some strategies, learning that, experiencing as a teaching moment. So then you can grow and learn and get that knowledge. Because if not, I think you're wasting your time.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I mean, we do things sometimes when we're doing things for other people, it's a learning process. We're being groomed. We're gleaning from somebody.
Yeah.
We're there and we're supporting. But a lot of times we mix loyalty with dedication to God, and and sometimes we want to, we feel like loyalty. I ain't gonna talk too more about that.
Yeah, or loyalty to man,
right? Instead of weighing that with loyalty to God.
We don't want to. Okay. Yeah. Because
we don't want nobody telling us, what, y'all need to stop talking about
Come
that.
with
Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. But anyway,
this is our platform.
But anyway, when do your goals and your aspirations start?
Yeah.
I mean, when do your goals and aspirations? Is there a expiration to support of someone else? And is there a start date for yours?
My thought, though, you may never need to detach if that thing or that thing that you're assisting in, if it's progressing. I'm a thing about progressing. If it's at a standstill, it ain't improving, it ain't doing something that you can continuously learn from. If it's just something that still on this basic level or middle level, then maybe, but if it's progressing and you're learning and you're thriving, that's perfectly fine. I don't know. I think that's just a self-evaluation thing. Figure if it's a thing that you should stay committed to, or if your expiration date has came up and you missed it, or is it coming up soon?
Yeah. Somebody said failure is a, what did she say? Failure is a teaching tool. Yeah. Yes. And she used the example when babies learn how to walk. They get back up and they start walking
that's
again.
True.
And that's something that even adults should keep, even as adults. When you make a mistake, you just get back up. But some people, they make a mistake and they never try again.
Yeah, some more comments.
Oh, what else I got? Ooh, y'all chiming in today.
Y'all on her thing. I'm on my thing. I guess my friends outside tonight.
I feel bad.
It ain't nothing on there.
They at that Lights Festival downtown.
Oh, we should have went to the Lights Festival.
Yeah, they had the Lights Festival. Jill said a positive mind is a terrible thing to waste. Oh, you got that off of a saying, but I like that. You got that off of somewhere too. I like that saying though.
So pretty much, guys, we always want you to self-evaluate, right?
Yes, self-evaluate
and figure out what you should be doing.
Yes.
What you are called to do.
Yes.
What you gifted to do.
Yes.
And figure it out. And if we want to go spiritual, where should you be doing that thing? Is it just at one place?
Yes.
Confined in four walls?
Yes.
I think go out and do your thing. Figure out what you should be doing. And then I think too, if you don't know, I think take some time to figure that thing out.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it was told to you. I'm sure go back, like she said earlier, how you younger and you say, man, when I grow up, I want to do this, Yeah. Go back to those things. It's not too late. It's not too late.
Yeah. It had to be a time when you were small, when you used to think about what did you want to do when you grow up?
Like I wanted to be a pediatrician.
I didn't know that.
I did. But then listen, after I figured out how long you got to go to school, no, ma'am. But my passion is education, guys.
Yeah.
You know, figure
Yeah.
that thing out.
Yeah.
Figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And I have decided, and I hope you decide that you gonna figure what you need to do, and you're gonna put the same energy, the same time, the same dedication, and the same passion into your own
Yes.
as you're doing it for someone else.
Yes. So that's our show today, you guys. Wasn't that great? We talked about acceptance.
Yeah.
The acceptance syndrome. You don't want to have an acceptance syndrome because hey Scott, how you doing? You came on late. But anyway, but it's good to see you. But when you have an acceptance syndrome, the root of that is rejection. You're looking for identity. You want to be accepted. You want to be confirmed. You want to be affirmed. But those things are wonderful. But if you don't have any balance and you're not able to accomplish what you want to do outside of supporting and helping someone else, then there's something wrong there. And so we want you to get out of, or not stop supporting, but bring balance and be able to get the things done that you're supposed to get done.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yes. So this is our time for Black Excellence. Did you buy something black?
Did you?
I did. I'm gonna go get what I brought. Excuse me.
I hope the shirt that you did not iron but wore. We brought from PLH Lachine. So
I like gym shoes. I like kicks, and so this is the shirt that I brought. Girls love kicks.
I will post her tag at the bottom, but yeah, go check out Lachine. You can go to her regular page, Lachine. I'm drawing a blank, but I will post the bottom at the tag. I think it's PLH Lifestyle.
Yeah,
but she has a website, so I'll post it at the bottom. She took what I did because I actually purchased those shirts because Tanya does not purchase anything.
But I have one, and I finally spent some money.
What have I done? I purchased from my girl Kishira, Kiki. I call her Kiki, and she does that. What is it called? She does that jewelry. So I'm gonna post her at the bottom as well. And I have been doing a lot of Amazon, y'all. I know. I keep saying that. I have to be buying from these brown skinned people. I'm sure some of them are vendors. So yes, I have been buying black.
Have you ever been in the house and you hear the doorbell ring every day, all day long? Till you know what it is, you just stop going to the door because you know it's gonna be an Amazon package.
Don't do that, y'all. I don't have a problem. But yes, also you can use this as I'm gonna help her out, y'all. She don't know how to be a salesman. So she has this site called Thrift. What's the new site?
Thriftanista. It's Create Thriftanista, and I'll share that website with you guys. Yes. I'm joining forces with two other young ladies that love to thrift shop, and so I'm gonna be on a live page selling clothes and shoes and things for cheap prices. So Monday, affordable prices. So I will post the page and everything on my Change of Heart page and my personal page. So you guys can chime in. It's going to be Monday. It's going to be 2 shows and I'm just going to be selling things. So I want you to come on and buy. So it's called Create Thriftanista.
And I gave her some things. So y'all go shop. Okay.
Yeah.
Go and get your shopping on. Also, for our viewers, if you have some businesses and or something that we can buy into, because that is our goal, to always support our Black excellent individuals. So post your tags or whatnot on how we can get you guys goods. Yeah. Tag it at the bottom. Okay.
And my cousin said she liked my shirt. If you want a shirt, cuz you can buy one from us. Just let us know.
We also coming out with some of our sayings. We be saying the most interesting things on here. Like
separate yourself from yourself.
Separate yourself from yourself. What are some other things we be saying? We say a lot of stuff. So we're gonna get some shirts that have the some Change of Heart sayings on here that we just
we're gonna start wearing
the conversation. So be on the lookout for that. And also, guys, some exciting news. Come January, do you know we'll be celebrating a year of talking and collaborating with you guys and picking each other brains. So we're gonna have a special show in January. We have some exciting things planned. We're gonna do some giveaways. I don't necessarily know if we're gonna do a topic of some sort, but it's gonna be fun. So as you always do, stay connected and stay chiming in and stay connecting with us, okay?
You have a blessed Thanksgiving too, Jewel. And yeah, put it on a coffee mug. We're gonna figure out how to do
Oh
that.
yeah, so
We do have Change Your Heart tea
you know,
mugs.
our little, am I tilting it? Our little teacup. So if you want that too, hit us up.
Hit us up.
You can get your little cute little teacup, coffee cup, whatever you want to do.
You can eat
Little
out of the
juice,
soup mug,
whatever you wanna
wanna
do. Okay, so that's it for the Black Excellence.
Yes.
We're gonna do the Change of Heart
So
tip.
today we talked about accepting.
Yes.
Being just that person that always want to be accepted, to the point where you always helping somebody else and supporting somebody else, but you never do anything for you. That's a problem. That means you either have an identity problem, or you're dealing with fear, or you just don't feel like confident that you can get anything done. You're looking for validation. So you want to bring balance. And one of the several things you got to do is you need to do some self-evaluation. You need to love yourself, and you need to learn how to say no sometimes. If you're saying yes all the time, then there's no time for you to do you. You have to have a balance. You have to learn when it is to say no and when it's good to say yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you are just important as the thing that you're supporting.
Absolutely.
Okay. So that's my tip today. And if you're having problems, then all you have to do is just change your heart. There is some things that you can do to improve yourself. Okay, just do some self-evaluation and find out what things to do. You can get therapy, you can do counseling, you can read. There's all kinds of things you can do. You can read your Bible, all kinds of things you can do to change your heart, because change is possible.
Yes, it is.
So if you want to give us any thoughts or any comments or any topics for our next show and our shows to come, we're going to have something really special on our anniversary show, which will be in 2022. It'll be a year since we've been on talking with you, and we got some things planned and some things coming up. So we're so excited, and we're glad that you're joining us. Continue to join us
Why are you talking so fast?
Continue to join us when we come on and to chime in. We love you, and God bless. Don't forget to contact us at changeofheart100@gmail.com. That's ChangeofHeart100@gmail.com.
Yes.
We are waiting on you to talk to us.
And as always, we always challenge you guys at the end of our show. So we challenge you to take some time out for yourself, do some self-evaluation, figure out what you should be doing.
Mhm.
You know, you may not do resolutions, New Year resolutions. You can start today. You can start tomorrow. Figure it out what you should be doing. Okay. And we're going to always support you. All right. So as always, guys, I'm not ready. So I'm going to say it slow. Live, thrive, live and thrive, and have a change of heart. Bye, guys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you wanna change? You can't stay the same. You can't stay the same. No, you can't stay the same. What's really in your heart? Let's talk about change. You can't stay the same. No, you can't stay the same. T with T-N. Let us take you by the hand. Conversation, healing. Let's have a change of heart. Let's talk about change.